Hello all and welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue and maybe complete our Avalon Adventure, the board game from Dungeon Crusade, created by Rodger Deering, published by Groovis Games Unlimited. So this is where we're at. We finished Ashera's Tower here. We still have 4 places to go, at least. Well, at most 4, to find our last runestone. We have three of the blue ones, and then we have a red and a yellow also. So we're getting there. We haven't really discovered a lot of loot yet. We have one loot card. What do we have? 700, 900 gold total. So decent start. I think to start off, I'm not sure the rule specifically, but we have these rejuvenation potions here, and the rule book says something about obtaining them, but I'm just assuming that each character has one. They're going to be used once, so I'm going to go ahead and have Faith drink a potion and Inwin drink a potion. And that restores 3 health and 3 essence. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these markers on there to signify that they've used them. And she goes up 3. Take her all the way up and to 9. Actually, yeah. And to 9. Okay, so they're all set. And same for, she will go from 4 to 7. And from 4 to 7. A little bit tricky to maneuver these guys. Okay. So we've done that. So we're ready for our next maneuver. Let's see, it takes 1, 2, 3 to get there. 1, 2, 3. Or we could go all the way up and have more adventures. I'm thinking I'm going to take the short route. So do I want to go to Hunter's Watch or Forgotten Ruins? Let's go to Hunter's Watch. And that is a red one. And I will again caution everybody that we want possible spoiler alert. So what I've seen of this game, I mean, no one game is going to be the same as any other. So, but well, I don't have a Hunter's Watch. That's odd. Let me look at, go through, excuse me, I'm going to go through and look at all my cards and see what we've got. Hold on. Okay, we found it. Just didn't see it. I guess it just stuck to one of the others. So we're going to roll a 12-sided die and see which encounter we have. We're going to have number 3, which is probably not going to be good. This is going to be a battle. Oh, I forgot to switch. Okay, well, there you see it now. We rolled a 3. So, we have a battle. After getting acquainted with the villagers, the heroes are approached by one of the village elders named Zila Hyland. She explains that 3 troublesome goblin footmen have been skulking around the crops north of the village, making it difficult to harvest the crops. Select 3 heroes to slay these goblins. Give each hero 1d6. The goblin footmen have 3 health and a toughness of 3. Each hero must combat 1 goblin footman. Each round of combat, a hero rolls 1d6. The result is equal to or exceeds the goblin's toughness. Deal 1 damage. Result is lower. The hero takes 1 damage. So I get to select who I'm going to send, not random. We're going to have 3 goblins and 3 heroes. Now let's see. Again, I'm kind of guessing at some of these, but I'm going to use these guys as the goblin footmen. I'm going to put 3 of them on the board. And let's see, you know what? Since this is outdoors, we'll just switch over. I'll do the outdoor one. More thematic that way. So we have 3 footmen. And who do I want to fight? I don't get to add bonuses, so it really doesn't make much difference. But we are going to send Mahiliac. We're going to send Sir Brennus. And how about Paulum? Okay, so that's who's fighting who and where. So we're going to be rolling 3 6-sided die, a red, a blue, and a green. And let me double check here. They have 3 health or a toughness of 3. So let's see what we come up with. And everybody was successful that time. So each bad guy, each bad guy goblin will get 1. Okay. Second round. Blue was not successful. That is Sir Brennus. But red and green were. So let's see. Red and green. Blue, Sir Brennus going to go down 1 health to 9. Okay. Next round. Blue again was not successful. So that will kill off these 2. Go away. Sir Brennus goes to 8. And we'll go to the next round. Just rolling one die this time. Okay, so he gets his second hit. So we can take these off. Well, so I can leave one there. So there's two. And we'll go back. Oh, he takes another hit. And he's down to 7. Take another roll. Brennis is having a hard time. Down to 6. Another time. Okay, this time he is successful. So all 3 of the bad guys are defeated. And we put an explored marker in Hunter's Watch. Put that card with the rest. And we will go to Castle Blackwood next. That is another red card. And we're going to roll our 12-sided. Not ending up well. Not ending up well for us. Oh, sorry. It's a 2. Okay. Go back. So a 2 on Castle Blackwood. Battle. What a surprise. As the heroes enter into the dark, foggy, somber forest to look for an entrance into the castle, they become surrounded by 3 Blackwood prowlers and 3 shadow dwellers. Good grief. Give each hero 1d6. Both the Blackwood prowlers and shadow dwellers have 2 health and a toughness of 4. Assign 1d12 to each creature to keep track of their health. Each hero must combat one of these creatures. It does not matter which. Each round of combat, a hero rolls 1d6. If the result is equal to or exceeds the creature's toughness, deal 1 damage. If the result is lower, the hero takes 1 damage. Okay, wait a second. Give each hero 1d6. Assign a d12 to each creature to keep track of their health. Each hero must combat one of these creatures. Does that mean I just have to defeat 3 of the 6? Or do I have to defeat all 6 of them? Each hero must combat one of these creatures. It does not matter which. Okay. So I don't think we have, I guess we don't have standees, and Rodger mentioned that. Sometimes you just use a die. So we're going to have a d12 to each creature to keep track of their health. And they start at 2. Not sure why we need a d12, maybe because we don't have anything else. Okay, so I'm going to put a red, blue, and green. Huh. Now I don't see my green d12. What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up over here and put a blue d12 a green D12, and a red D12, all set on 2. I'm assuming I have to defeat 3 of them, and then the other 3 run away, I guess. I could be wrong. I'll find out later, I guess. Let me read it. Assign 1 D12 to each creature. Keep track of their health. Each hero must combat one of these creatures. It does not matter which. Okay, so I guess technically I need to have the other, like a purple one and an orange one. And a black one. Okay. Oh, wait a second. What am I thinking? All 6 of them. All 6 of them are in the battle. Silly me. Because it doesn't say select 3 or whatever. It just says give each hero 1d6. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and just put a hero in front of each one. It's not going to make much difference which is where. Alrighty. So I'm going to roll all 6 of the colored die, and then we will compare each one. Okay? We'll go over there, that way you can, I think, see everybody. Alrighty. So let's roll all 6, and we need, what their toughness is, what do we say, 4? Yep, toughness of 4, health of 2. All right, here we go. Okay, so purple, orange, and blue did okay. Purple is Hilliac, so this guy goes to a 1. Yeah. Did I not show you? I probably didn't even show you, did I? Let's go over there real quick. So that's what we rolled. Obviously, you didn't hear another die rolling, so I need to remember to do that, but I don't always. So anyway, orange is also successful, as is blue. So orange is down to a 1. Blue is down to a 1. So that means Inland loses a health. She'll go to 6. Pauloon loses 1, go to 7. And Zeke loses 1. It will also go to 7. Okay. Back to rolling the die. This time nobody was successful. That just is not good at all. Right, you have to have a 4. Okay. So everybody goes down 1. Hilliac goes to 11. Brennis goes to 5. Faith goes to 8. Inman goes to 5. Pauloon goes to 6. And Zeke goes to 6. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's see, we had orange, black, and red are good. So orange is defeated. Black goes to 1. And red goes to 1. Hilliac goes down to 10. So Brennus goes to 4. And Inland goes to 4. Okay. Next up, let's see. Who did I take out? Let me take out orange. Okay. This time, it looks like everybody succeeded. So that means purple is gone. Blue is gone. Red is gone. And black is gone. And green goes to 1. Okay. So we're going to roll a green one. No good. That is Inland. She goes to 3. This is bad. Next. Okay. Inland finally defeats the last bad guy. With 3 health. She's already had her health. Her rejuvenation potion. Alrighty. Moving right along. We have explored Castle Blackwood, much to our chagrin. Next is the Sanctuary of Sanctum of Dread. And we have one of the runes. Let's put that card up. Sanctum of Dread. Alright. Let's go see what we do here. A 9. Well, that's a little better. Hopefully. Sanctum of Dread. As the heroes venture to the 2nd floor of the sanctum, they head east and discover a gruesome type of laboratory with many dead young women laid out on thick wooden tables and piles of white gowns in the corner. Randomly select a hero and test willpower 9. On a success, the hero moves the gowns and finds a chest with 1d6 times 100 gold within it. On a fail, the hero is disgusted by the room and quickly exits. So we're going to roll a 1d6 to see who randomly does it, and then we're going to roll a d20 to test their willpower. And willpower, just to show, let's see here. Willpower is this green one. So we've got a 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2. So the weakest is Palum. Everybody else not too bad. They'll get a little extra help, I think. All right, so we're going to roll a d6 and a d20. And we have a 2. What is that? A 6? Yep. So that's not going to do it. Well, it could. It could. Number 2. Number 2 is Sir Brennus. And Sir Brennus has a willpower of 3, so that gives him a 9. So that's a success. All right. Way to go, Brennus. So we're going to roll 1d6, 4. So Brennus will get 400 gold. That's always a bonus. 400 gold. We can dig these out. 400 gold. I never can figure these things out. Anyway, Sir Brennus gets 400 gold. Okay, so we're piling up a little bit of gold. Those things aren't extremely cheap in this game. Okay, we have explored that region. So we can put that card up, and we get to turn over our next rune. That's another blue one. Okay. I'm going to have to start using these. I can't carry them over to the dungeon, so I'm going to have to remember to have them. I've got 4 of them now, so Inwin may be needing some of those. She's down to 3 health. Okay, so let's see. We don't have much option but to go to the Sea of Anguish. Or across the Sea of Anguish, I guess. Is that? Well, that's just one thing. Okay, this is the Sea of Anguish, but we're going to the Tower of Kings. Oop. And we lost it. We're going to here, to the Tower of Kings. So we want to see cameras. I wish I could find a way around that, but I've not been able to so far. I'm still learning. So we're here. Okay, we want to roll, let's see, we want to find that, that's a brown one. Tower of Kings. There we go. Tower of Kings, and we need to roll our D12. A 7. That may not be too terribly bad. Okay. 7. Early one evening, the heroes have a friendly spar with the kings of Avalon and learn from them how to counterattack an adversary in a combat situation. I guess that's where they all get the counterattack. Okay. Well, that ends that. We have completed, explored Tower of Kings. So next, we're going to go over here. This is, we have our rune, Salem Port. So let's see what Salem Port has to offer us. Okay. Let's roll our D12. That is an 8. 8. Salem Port. As the heroes enter the tavern one evening, spirits are high, and laughter is heard as people are huddled around the table with a massive wooden chest upon it. Approaching the table, the heroes are met by a man by the name of Orange, who discovered the chest but can't open it. Orin gives up, looks to the heroes, and says if they can open it, anything inside is theirs. Select a hero and test lockpicking 15. Modify the result with the hero's lockpick value. The hero has 3 attempts to pick the lock. On success, roll 1d12 times 100 for gold within the chest. On the 3rd attempt, the hero breaks the locking mechanism on the chest. Okay, let's see. Lockpicking skill. Let's see, we can get down and change lockpicking skill. That is this guy here. So we've got a -1, a -2, a 0. It looks like in this particular situation, looks like Palum is going to be our best. He's got a +2. So Palum steps up to the table, picks up his set of lock-picking tools and says, "Watch this." And he fails miserably on the first attempt. What do we have? 15 we got to get. So we got to get a 12. 9. Nope. 7. No. Sadly, Halum fails. That's too bad. That could have been worth some gold. A lot of gold. Much as 1,200. Okay. We've finished, we explored that one. We do have one of these. That's another blue one. Oh, dadgum, you know what I should have done? Should have re-rolled. You know what? I don't call it cheating because I ain't left. I'm gonna use one of these, and we're gonna re-roll one more time. That D20 to see if he can get a 12. He did. Yes. That is so cool. Glad I remembered that. Okay, so we are going to roll a D12, and it gets that much gold. 700 gold. 700 gold. 5 and 2 1s. If I'd quit dropping them. So, that's what Palum gets. He's raking in gold. He's already got 300. Or, well, 200, I guess. So now he's got 900. Okay. Next up, I'm going to go to the Runes of Hextor. Runes of Hextor. And we're going to need to roll our D12, see what happens. That cannot be good. A 1 on the Runes of Hextor. Exploring deeper In the hoary and overgrown ruins, the heroes traverse a quite long and narrow corridor encased in ivy and scarlet nightshade, with remnants of skeletons scattered about on the stone floor. Suddenly, from the far end of the corridor, the sound of gears grinding and something massive scraping the walls and the floor are heard, as a wall of spikes comes storming towards the heroes. Each hero must test agility 12. On a success, the hero makes it to the exit of the corridor. On a fail, the hero is struck and dragged by the wall. Roll 1d6. The result is damage taken. Okay. So agility, if we look at our character cards, agility is this guy. 2, a 1, a 1, 2, 3, 1. So let's go with, we'll just start at the top. Okay, we have to test agility 12. So we're going to roll a 20-sided die. And depending on what the character's agility is, will depend on what die roll they need. Okay, so we'll start with Melhiliac. And he has an agility of 2. Yeah, he has an agility of 2. So he will need a 10 or better. And I guess while I'm in it, I'm just going to go ahead and roll a d6 because he may or may not take damage. He did not take damage, thankfully. He got a 16, so that's good. So next we will go to Sir Brennus, who has an agility of 1. So he will need an 11 or better. And he got that. Next up is Faith. She also has an agility of 1, so she will need an 11 or better. If she did not, she takes 2 damage. That's going to move her from 8 to 6. Next up is Inwin. She has agility of 2, so she needs a 10 or better. She did fine. Next up is Palum. He has an agility of 3, so he needs a 9 or better. And he did not get it. And he lost 6. And that's going to kill Palum. Okay, we'll go through that here. Let's finish off with Zeke. He has a 1, so he needs an 11 or better. And he did not get it, and he suffers 5. Ooh, that leaves him with 1. Okay. So, we go to here. We have to remove both of these. I'm going to have to mess with this card a little bit, so let's do that. And Zeke goes from 6 to 1. And I think to keep him from dying completely off, let's have him also do a potion, raise him up to 4. Okay, Palum, we have to go through that resurrection. Okay, we remove the clips. Roll a white D3, a red D12, and an orange D12. Okay. White D3, red D12, and an orange D12. Let's see what she comes up with. 3, 7 for health. So that's going to be 10 for her health and 7 for essence. 10 for health. She only has a 9 and 7 here. So we put 7 and 9. So she is back. Okay. That moves us on to our next one. No, let's see, we've got an explored counter there. Okay. We're going to the Dungeon of Daggeroth. That's in the green. We can put that up there. Okay, get our die out. We need a 12-sided. See which thing happens here. 8. That's probably going to be not as bad, which is always good. 8 in the Dungeon of Daggeroth. Heading down a gray, icy stone corridor, the heroes approach a chamber with a flimsy, battered wooden door. Bashing the door open and entering, they discover an obese ogre chieftain slain and sprawled out over a dead adventurer. Roll 1d6 and consult the results. 1 to 3, the blubber-enriched ogre is too massive for them to move. 4 to 6, the adventurer has 1,200 gold. Each hero takes 200. So we're going to roll a 1d6 and see what happens. 5. So each 1,200. So each person gets 200. Well, that was helpful. Okay, so everybody gets 200 more gold. 2 for you. 2 for you. Let's trade you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 for you. 2 for you. 2 for you. And let's trade you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give you 1,000. Up. And then 2 for you. Okay. That was quite fortuitous. We have explored that area. We have another room. That's another blue one. We have to do a little more adventuring just to use these guys up. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ghost Isle. Let's go to Logan's Tower. I think that'll be the next stop. Logan's Tower. Put the dungeon up in the explored stack. Logan's Tower. And let's see. What are we going to face here? A 9. Okay. Logan's Tower with a 9. As the heroes descend the icy stairway, they enter into an underground barracks where many Black Hand soldiers and warriors of the Avalon Valiant Army lie dead. Randomly select a hero and test willpower 12. On success, the hero notices a small backpack on one of the warriors containing a rejuvenation potion. Oh, there's where we get the... So maybe I was wrong on the rejuvenation potions. Okay. And 1d4 times 100 gold. On a fail, the hero is in shock over the sight and exits the barracks. So I may have played the rejuvenation potion incorrectly. Okay, so let's see. Randomly select a hero. Willpower 12. So I'm going to roll the d6 and the d20 and a d4. Just roll them all at once, and that way we'll have everything in one row. And that come up a 2. And he's going to fail anyway. So it was Zeke, but he's in shock over the sight and exits the barrack. So that's done. That's explored. Let's go there to Taul. And let's see what adventure awaits us here. An 8. An 8. One chilly evening, the heroes join the villagers for a feast of grilled elk steaks and cold ale within the village tavern. All heroes regain 3 health and 3 essence. That comes in handy. Okay, so everybody gets 3 health and 3 essence. We go here. He can only get 2. He's maxed out. Sir Brennan is maxed out on essence, but he goes from 4 to 7 for health. This will put Faith back up to the max on all of hers. And 1 there. Inland, certainly use it. She'll go from 3 to 6. And back to max on essence. Back to max on essence. From 4 to 7. And already maxed out there. Okay. I'll read the see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So we have explored that one. Let's go to the White Run Chapel. White Run Chapel. Okay. And then we will want to see what transpires here. 2. Probably not good. 2 in the White Run Chapel. As the heroes exit a densely wooded area, they find themselves directly in front of White Run Chapel. Bursting out of the dual front doors, a Black Hand thurifer emerges and hurls a massive green ball of electricity at the heroes. Each hero must evade 15 On success, the hero leaps out of the way. On a fail, they are struck. Roll 1d3. The result is health and essence lost. So for each hero, we're going to test evade. Which is, let's see, we have one. Okay. I'm assuming when we test evade or test anything that we're allowed to use whatever skill they may have. So this is the evade bonus. We have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So, and if I'm wrong, somebody will point that out. Rodger may slap my wrist and say, no, no, no. I don't know, but that's the way I'm going to play this. Because I think anytime you have a skill, then you have the ability to, or a skill check, you have the ability to use the skill. So, I'm going to roll a d20 and add their skill. And then I'm going to go ahead and roll the d3 along with it for each one. So, first up is Melhiliac. And he has an evade of 2, so he's got to get a 13 or better or suffer the consequences. He does indeed. So next we move to Sir Brennus, who also has an evade of 2. He needs a 13 or better. He does not. So let's adjust. It goes down 2 and 2. Okay. Next we go back to Faith, who has an evade also of 2. She's going to suffer 3 damage from each one. So goes from 9 to 6. And from 10 to 7. Okay, next up is Inwin, who also has an evasion of 2. No, didn't make it, and also suffers 3 losses. So she goes down to 3 and 6. Next up is Paulun, who has an evade of 2. They all have evades of 2. Okay, so still need a 13 or better? No. Paulun's going to suffer 2, go down to 7, and down to 7. Okay, next up is Zeke. Zeke is good. So that gets us to explore this one. Now, I've managed to get a pretty good chunk of gold. Put that up there. This is my last one, so that's obviously would be it. I think I'm going to be adventuresome a little bit and maybe go down here and come up just to see if we can find, dadgummit, still forget to use these things. That's why I need to do this, so maybe I can remember them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can have a few more encounters and maybe come up with something good. We could go all the way down to here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be good. Oh, you know, something I forgot to do. That's another thing I need to think of. I better not do that then. I forgot that because I lost. We lost Inland, didn't we? I forgot to move that up. Is that the third one I've lost? I thought I just lost two. I don't know. Okay. Change of plans. We're just going to go here to the old Orchard Grove. And let's roll RD12. 12. That may help us. 12 in the old Orchard Grove. As the heroes enter Old Orchard Grove one foggy morning, one of the heroes traverses a small ravine and spots a decomposing goblin footman clutching a small pouch. Randomly select a hero. This hero rips the pouch from the hands of the dead creature and discovers the pouch contains 1d4 times 100 gold. So I'm going to roll a d6 and a d4, right? Yeah. And that is 2 and 2. So that is Sir Brennus, who gets 200 gold. That allows us to turn over our last room. And Monty has stupidly left 5 unused. Okay, I'm going to go down. Let's see, I need to put a explored on there. I'm going to go down one more to the dungeon of Ixtal. I think that's what it's called. Dungeon of Ixtal. Alright, we're going to try it there. Maybe just push our luck one more time. Let's see what we end up here. 3. Well, that's going to be something. 3. As the heroes pass by the dungeon, they are repulsed by a putrefying odor emitting from the dungeon that fills their lungs. Each hero must test willpower 13. On a success, the hero composes themselves and carries on. On a fail, they vomit a green substance and lose 1d3 essence from the stench. Okay. So we're going to be rolling what? A willpower. Willpower. Which one's willpower? Okay, let's go. Well, down here. Willpower is the green one there. Okay, so we're going to roll a d20 to test their willpower against 13, and then 1d3 essence loss. Okay, so 1d20, 1d3, and we will start with, well, Hiliac. He has a willpower of 2, so he needs an 11 or better. 5, 1. I think we're going to let that one slide, not use one of the runes. So Hiliac loses 1 because he's maxed out, so he loses 1 essence. Okay, next up is Sir Brennus. He has a willpower of 3, so he'll need a 10 or better. He's good. Faith has a willpower of 3 also. She's good. Inwin has a willpower of 2. She's good. Halum has a willpower of 1. Okay, I'm going to use one of the runes. One more of these. Use it, and we're going to re-roll this one. She's got a 1, so she needs a 12 or better. No, that didn't work either, so she loses 2 essence. Down to 5. I don't know if I can use another one to get another re-roll. Let's just say that I can, because I've only got one more character. So let's re-roll again. She is just not going to make it. Okay. So next up is Zeke. He has a willpower of 3. I'm going to use another of the blue runes to re-roll. And that time he's good. Okay. That should get me there. That's explored. And nope, I don't think I want to take any more chances. We're just going to go back to Hope's Reach. And that completes the board game of Avalon. Avalon, the board game. The adventure board game, I guess is the correct title. So the rules say that these are immediately turned over, and we have completed that adventure. Probably, I don't know, I may have done more than one thing wrong, but certainly it appears I messed up on the rejuvenation potion. I should only, I made the assumption that each character has one based on my reading of the rules, but we came across one place that actually had, we didn't do it that time, but we had the opportunity at least to receive one. So I could be wrong on that. I'm just not sure. That maybe that was an extra one we could have gotten in addition to the 6 we started with. I'm just not sure. Maybe that'll get cleared up later. Anyway, that concludes this adventure. And I was on a discussion a little bit on Facebook with some folks on the Dungeon Crusaders page, and not positive whether I'm going to be able to visit the market to use this gold to buy some other things, because basically I only have one loot card. I mean, I'll start with the basic weapons that each character has, but we only gathered one loot card. And the conflict was that in one part of the rule book it says that you can go to the temple to pay gold to restore essence or things like that. But it doesn't say. It also says that you can't go shopping. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it's at. And I haven't even read all of the rules yet for the actual Dungeon Crusade. I'm still on that. Plus, I've got to figure out a way to set all this stuff up on this table and still be able to put cameras around. So we shall see. At any rate, that concludes this adventure. And I've got 6 more characters. I may do it again some other time. Or I may decide I don't like this and may start over. I don't know. Never know what we'll do. But I won't drag you through another video of that if I do decide to do it over. But I'll probably just go with what we've got and see what happens. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Thanks again.